This morning, right now it's time for us to get into the consumer tech segment. And today on the consumer tech segment, I have with me Nas Sebwidi, Stephen Nasebwidi. Now he's going to help us to get into the conversation, something that's very important. It's intriguing for me because we're talking about tech for new parents. All right? Question is, why do new parents even need tech? Okay, Steve, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's answer that question first of all. Yes. Why do new parents need tech?
When we were growing up,
Yeah.
the practice was that when your mom had you, your grandma would have come from the village to come and stay with you for a bit.
Yeah.
Help with mom, help bathe you and do all of that. Today, our lifestyles have changed so much that we need to fall on
Also
other sources for some reason.
yeah.
So that's where tech comes in.
Okay.
And as we will find out, tech can't quite replace grandmas, but it's really doing a great job.
Okay. So let us know what sort of tech interventions are available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll look at apps to start with.
Okay.
There's a very popular app that most moms that are modern moms, if you ask them, they'll mention. It's called Baby Center.
Baby
Center.
Baby Center.
Yes.
Oh wow.
So Baby Center is an app that's owned by a brand. We don't want to talk about the brand today. That's it over there. If you can see. So Baby Center, what it does is that you download the app, or if you can't do it, you can use the web version.
Okay.
But you download the app, and then you just create an account with your email and few details.
Okay.
And for example, you say that you notify the app that you're pregnant.
Okay.
So we'll ask you what's your last period or whatever. Then it starts tracking from then.
Okay.
Week by week, giving you tips on what to expect, what you need to go through. It can even calculate your due date and do all of those things for you. So we'll manage the whole process for you.
That's fascinating.
And you get, if you went to the app, if you went to the homepage now, if you had the app, as soon as you log in, it will tell you, for example, if you're in week 1, what you need to expect, what you need to do, tell you things from even what you need to eat, which side to sleep on, how your baby is doing, whether you should be feeding your baby kicking or whatever.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive.
And let me add that this is not a conversation just for women.
Okay.
Us dads also need to get into it.
Yeah.
Because again, dads are always so busy, we don't get involved with a lot of the things that are going on. I went through it, and I'm still going through it.
Yeah.
So it tells you up to date what your kids are going through. Yeah.
Wow. So are there any things that you hear, from your experience as a tech person, you hear new parents or parents that are expecting talk about in terms of their expectations that will definitely be satisfied, by using this app?
Oh yeah. See, there are experts who are putting out this content.
Okay.
So, for example, there are videos on how, for example, once you have your baby on the umbilical cord before it comes off, there are tips there, videos on how to even manage it before it comes off, when to expect it to come off. Because moms go through so many anxieties when they are going through the pregnancy and even after they've had the baby, early stuff, like we said. It's not always that you get your grandma to come and stay with you. And so it becomes a burden. Plus, the app also allows you to join groups in your area, groups about this people who have the same, maybe in the same month or whatever. So it becomes a bit more peer-to-peer kind of like, which is priceless.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I don't know if they want to play one of the videos, for example, to show some of the content.
Let's take a look at, if we have any of that, let's take a look at the video is it within the app? Will it be within the app?
They're within the app, but because they're not within the app now, they can probably play it. I think they would have downloaded the video to go through it. So, for example, you see some of these things here. Let me even go through it from here, from the app. So, for example, even after you've had your baby, if you go on the app, you go to the tools section. It will give you this a feature called the ovulation calendar calculator. So, we'll calculate for you your cycle and manage that for you all the way through.
Okay, let's take a look at one of those videos there.
Hi guys, I'm Supreet and you're watching Pornified Reviews. आज मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूँगी एक बहुत ही यूजफुल ऐप विच इज़ वेरी यूजफुल फॉर मदर्स एंड फॉर एक्सपेक्टिंग मदर्स. इस ऐप का नाम है बेबी सेंटर ऐप. बेबी सेंटर की एक वेबसाइट भी है बट आई फील ऐप इज़ मोर यूजफुल क्योंकि आपको ऐप में ज़्यादा एक्सेस रहता है बहुत सारी चीज़ों का. तो जल्दी से आप अपने प्ले स्टोर में जाएं, ये ऐप डाउनलोड करें, इंस्टॉल करें. उसके बाद आपको ये कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछेगा रिलेटेड टू योर किड और अबाउट योर डिलीवरी. सपोज आप अपनी ड्यू डेट डालते हैं 20th में. आई मीन मैंने अपनी ड्यू डेट डाली है 20th में बिकॉज माई सन इज 20th में born and I wanted to check what it shows if I put 20th May 2018. So according to that, it shows me that I'm 11 weeks pregnant and how big is my baby today. उसमें क्या क्या चेंजेस आए हैं, हर वीक क्या क्या बेबी में चेंजेस आएंगी या ग्रोथ या डेवलपमेंट्स होंगी, कैसा आपको इस टाइम फील होना चाहिए या क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आप फेस करेंगे, वो ऑलरेडी आपको बता देगा. सो आप काइंड ऑफ पहले से आप मेंटली प्रिपेयर रहते हैं कि नाउ नेक्स्ट मंथ और नेक्स्ट वीक इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक दैट. सो बहुत ही यूजफुल है. ऑल्सो दे हैव ऑल्सो मेड अ बर्थ क्लब. एक ड्यू डेट के लिए या एक मंथ के ड्यू डेट के लिए दे मेक अ ग्रुप ऑफ ऑल द मदर्स जिनकी वो ड्यू डेट होती है. सो दे काइंड ऑफ शेयर द सेम सिचुएशंस. वो आपस में अपनी चीजें शेयर करते हैं.
All right, so this is one of those apps that, and you can see as you're scrolling through the different aspects of the app and what the app provides in terms of interfaces and
it takes you through a whole journey. So, for example, you can get preschool stuff, you can get, toddler content. So, for example, when your baby starts teething, what you should start noticing.
Okay.
For example, so it takes away the anxieties.
Yeah.
It also, for example, takes you through the healthcare process with you and the baby. After your baby is 1 year, if you don't, go to the toddler area, it would stop, for example, giving you updates. But you manage to. So, for example, I still use it to manage my 21-year-old man.
Wow.
21-month-old.
Yeah. Wow, I see. What other apps are there?
There's another one called What to Expect.
What to Expect?
Yes.
Okay.
If they want to bring that one up. It's very, very similar to this, but I want to highlight a couple of things on this one. So, for example, What to Expect gives you recipes also.
Okay.
For example, one of the challenges that a lot of moms have is when they're weaning their baby. So when they start getting onto a little bit of solids.
That's always a tough time.
But it give you recipe ideas.
Okay.
So different things to blend for your baby and all of that. And it does all the usual stuff that like Baby Center also does. So the tracker. And it's very, very customized and personalized. So it's like weekly, monthly for your baby. So it can tell you all the stuff for your baby. And you can register more than one child. So it tracks your whole family and what you're going through. Yeah.
Fascinating.
It also recommends baby products for your baby.
Okay.
And the bit I love also about it is that these days, moms want to hear what their peer moms are experiencing.
Okay.
So it links you with other moms
Peer
in the
groups.
same peer groups, even in your community or born in the same month or whatever.
Yeah.
So they have commonalities between them, and you can then let's work with them. Yeah.
Now, I know you mentioned earlier on that the thing is that grandma will fewer and fewer grandmas are coming over these days. But beyond that, how important is it for us within our society to engage some of this technology?
It's very important because the reality is that even the stuff that our grandmas going through, there's been so much change that some of their ideas or the things they will prescribe are not things that we're experiencing today. So your baby might have some skin rashes that your grandma never experienced back then. But the products that she used on you are not the same products that you're probably using on your baby.
Okay.
For example. So it takes you through things like that. It's important. I can't stress enough the peer-to-peer experience. So it's like you're sharing the experience with other moms who are also going through similar things.
Okay.
You would know that I had an experience working for some of these brands around.
Yes.
And sometimes some of the moms will go and see a pediatrician and come on platforms asking those questions. They want to verify what the pediatrician has told them.
So it's interesting. So it's almost as if the peer group tends to be a more authoritative final place where they decide that, okay, this is where I want to go now because I'm hearing it from so many other people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's priceless.
Yeah.
And that takes us on to the other level where they take it, because now it's kind of like grown into social groups. And there's so many of them around. So people are leveraging even Facebook groups to talk about some of these things.
Okay.
And the support within these platforms are amazing. So you find, for example, most moms, when they have babies, their babies, they put on a bit of weight.
Okay.
They need support from other moms to go through it. So some WhatsApp groups, you will find that they challenge each other in the morning when you prepare your breakfast. Share a picture of what you're going to eat.
Okay.
So other moms will encourage you, they help you. Have you done your exercise today? Have you done this? Have you done that? Such bonding and such.
Yeah.
It's something us guys we are missing.
Yeah. No, I think it's priceless.
Yeah.
To think that you can leverage the community.
Yes.
You know, the involvement of the community to even inspire you.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
To say, okay, so number one, I'm not alone
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
But then if all these people have already done their workout, why am I still lying here? Let me get up and also do my
Yeah.
workout. Then
Yeah.
I can also share my experience.
Exactly.
I've also done mine.
Exactly.
You know, that's really powerful.
Yeah. And I mean, if your baby's reacting to certain products, for example, the moms will ask you, what are you using for your baby? I use this one, try this, try that.
Okay.
And the platforms are so active. You know, most moms stay up in the night.
Yeah.
So even in the middle of the night, if you need support, because you have
People
somebody
are
online
there.
who
Yeah.
would support you.
Yeah.
The only caveat I would say is that don't take it from the first person who recommends it, because you know sometimes people would give you all sorts of recommendations that may not be trusted. So you need to kind of
Okay. So I think that's a very good bit of advice there. What should be the approach when you have a challenge? And I know some new mothers are watching us. When you have a challenge and you drop it in the WhatsApp group, what should be your approach in terms of picking suggestions? How long do you wait? How many suggestions do you want to receive before you decide for yourself?
the advice I often give people is don't take the first advice that comes. See whether there's a trend. So other moms will come and verify that. Number two, within groups, every mom or every individual has a kind of like reputation. There are some who are too quick, some who are always talking too much. So people like that, you want to be careful what you take from that. I mean, it's just natural. It's the same as if I was in a car group and people and I'm asking about my car. I won't take it from the first person who comes to you. So that's the thing. Plus, in most of these groups, you find that sometimes you have midwives and other experts who are there. So they kind of like curate the conversation. They would always come back and correct people. When I did it, worked on platforms that, I mean, because of, I can't mention them here now, but when I did it, I recruited midwives and pediatricians, trained them. And across Africa, we had a community of about 500,000 women across different markets, Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya, over Facebook and the rest. So I trained them, gave them tablets that they were using. So on the go, they were responding to these. The other thing that we did also was that we had what we called virtual consulting rooms. So every Friday between 4 and 5 o'clock, the moms will be, the experts will be online answering questions in the consulting room. But it was 24/7 running.
Wow, but that's powerful. That's powerful. So some of these groups still exist?
They exist. I mean, if you went out there on Facebook, you find some of them. Or even WhatsApp groups. If you don't have a WhatsApp, you don't know any of a WhatsApp group, you can start one with your church family, other moms. You just need to start it, a little group. And you look for the resources and start sharing them. Tips all the way from what to do when you're trying to get pregnant to what you observe, the challenge you get. It's a completely, what do you call it?
Comprehensive.
It's a mom's body, if I can call it that. So tech then becomes a mom's body. The things that probably before you would call your mom to ask her or whatever, now you can get advice from other moms. So it's more voices. It means, it's not just what your mom's telling you, because let's face it, some of the moms also, because sometimes of the emotional connection, won't be straight up with you, the mom. If you the mom, you're doing something that's wrong, they won't tell. But other moms will rebuke you if you understand. So it's like they look after each other. That's the beautiful thing.
No, I'm picturing it because your mom may say to you, like you said, because of the emotional connection, oh, it's like this or it's like that. But then somebody has been through, learned their lesson, and say, no, don't do this. You know, I've been there, done that. I've corrected myself, and others will also come and also add their voices to that. So I think
let me give you a good example. When kids get to close to 2 years, they start throwing a lot of tantrums. Most moms will tell you, give me a little bit of a smack.
They're terrible twos.
Yes, they call it terrible twos. They will say, give him a little bit of a smack on the bottom or whatever. But other moms will tell you it's a culture you don't want to cultivate because the child then gets used to it and then the impact. But when we were growing up, that was the norm. Today it's like, so it provides a kind of like support. Like I keep saying, it's the mom's body. from apps to social media
Yeah.
communities.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And they have content all the way from, even, for example, if you're having challenges with even your cycle and things like that, it would explain to you. The beautiful thing is it's customized. So once you create the account,
Yeah.
if, like I logged in this morning,
Okay.
it told me what to be seeing. If my son, who is 21 months now,
Yeah.
he should start naming most of the things around him. The
Okay.
things he needs. So it tells you all these details.
Okay, so then that's interesting, because then if, for example, the app is advising you that by this time they should be making certain sounds,
Yeah.
they should be
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
talk and all that, and it's not happening,
Then
immediately you can seek
Yeah.
further
Yeah. Advice.
interventions,
Yeah.
advice, help from a medical facility and all that. Now, talk to us about the importance of the medical interventions as opposed to relying solely on this.
Yeah. The good thing is that these apps are managed by brands or organizations that have experts behind it. So
Okay.
they are pediatricians and doctors. So all the and gynaes and all. So all the content that's there, the videos and the rest, are produced
Okay,
by these.
okay, okay.
So the content is verified.
yeah.
That's very important.
Okay.
In the communities where it's more open, so it's like peer-to-peer sharing,
Yes.
all of that,
Yeah.
it's important that when there are experts in there, they raise their hands so they are noticed as that. And they always provide the expert advice as
Okay.
to guide the conversation.
Okay.
And that's what we did.
Okay.
I've seen many WhatsApp groups spring up. I mean, most of the big mother care shops have them now, the
Okay.
big mother care shops.
Yeah.
Because they have so many people who shop from there. So they will start, the people on their WhatsApp group, whether it's 100 people or 200 people, they start creating these
Okay.
to support the moms in their group. So that's how they find
Okay.
each other. And it's important that when they start these, they recruit a midwife or whoever. Normally with mothering, you find 3 categories: the newbie,
Okay.
the rookie,
Okay.
and the veti.
Okay.
So the newbie is the one that's just
Who
have the
just-
first baby.
just came in, first baby, yeah.
The rookie probably has had 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And the
But it's not a
veti-
super experienced
yeah,
person,
and the
yes.
veti is the super experienced.
Okay.
And you get all this mix in there.
Okay.
So there's so much rich
Okay.
content to share.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Any other apps you want to share with us? yet?
These two,
These
I mean,
two
I think
are the
are
key
the ones to
ones.
look out for.
Okay.
The sad thing is that we don't have local ones. There's one that's coming up. I mean, I was trying to even check it out yesterday, but
Okay.
they've shut it down for a while.
I see.
It's
Okay.
important that
Yeah.
we contextualize some of these contents.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I
that's
agree.
where some of the social groups that are around are relevant. I mean, of course, I mean, we can't promote them yet, but look out for, I mean, these platforms. These days, it's not difficult to find them. All the moms that would, I mean, we're talking to
Yeah.
would be on Instagram, would be on Facebook. Look for moms,
Yeah.
I mean, platforms,
Yeah.
and join them and start. It's a sharing platform. Get support from other moms, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so I think we have a question here from a viewer. Good morning, City. I am a member of IO for about a year now. I don't know if you've heard of IO.
I've heard it.
You've heard of IO, okay. Sometimes I don't recharge within a month, and I want to know how much I'm owing.
Oh, that's not for us then.
That's no, it's not. So, where would they go to find that information?
They need to contact them. I mean, if
The
it's
app,
yeah,
the app directly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Patrick, you just need to contact them directly on the app and find out from them.
Yeah.
That's the way to go about it. Okay, yeah. So, where can people reach you? Because I'm sure some people would want to find out from you directly, even though you can't mention on air. Off air, you could tell them and suggest to them
They probably
directly.
need to reach me.
Yeah,
This
so-
is just search. If they know any the baby care brand that they
Yeah.
have, whether it's, if I can mention Johnson's,
Yeah.
Cousins,
Yeah, there are
Baby,
so many
or
different
whatever.
brands, yeah.
Look for them on Facebook. Look for them on Instagram, and their platforms will be there. So you can join these groups there. The apps, they are both on App Store and Google Play Store. So just download the app. I mean, create the account.
Yeah.
Log in your details, your baby. Even from day one, when you find out you're pregnant, start tracking.
Okay.
And it will help you all the way through. It's exciting
Yeah.
going through it. I mean, to think that an app is telling you what's inside you, what to
Yeah.
expect of
Yeah.
how it's growing and all of that. It's amazing.
Fantastic.
And one of them, just a final
Yeah,
one.
go on.
The What to Expect also has a picture gallery, so you can build an album. It's that so you can see, it encourages you to take, let's say, weekly pictures of your baby,
Oh.
so you can see how your baby is growing, once your baby
Yeah.
is growing. So you have a whole album, which is exciting.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I have a stack of pictures somewhere. Yeah, but it's not. It's very poorly,
Organized. That's the challenge.
But yeah, I think it's the apps are very important, and
I think what I would want to add there before you go is that dads need to get on these. It's not just for
dads
moms.
also.
Dads also.
Okay.
Because some of the content there, dads need to understand what's there. It's not just about the moms. Dads need to understand also what's going with their babies. Because we end up feeding our babies,
Absolutely.
playing with our babies.
Yeah.
You need to understand.
So we need
that.
to engage more right from the beginning.
And especially for dads that are very busy, don't spend a lot of time at home.
Yeah.
The app then gives you updates so you can see, even when you're in the office, 5 minutes, read what's there, so what to expect during the week. So you know what to look out for as you play with your child during the week. Yeah.
We've been speaking with Stephen Nasser-Boedi. He's been helping us to get into tech for new parents. And so this is not just for moms, it's also for dads as well. He is a digital marketing consultant.